Hey, I'm just testing right now to make sure I have video before I start. Let me check this real quick. So it should be on here. Okay. I have video. Hey, Nightmare, what's up? Alright, so this is the first episode, very first episode of Octane Live. And we have a women's championship tournament going on tonight, or today, this morning, whatever time you want to call it. So here's how it's going to work. I have 5 ladies who will be competing, and they're going to do a battle royal. The order that they finish in the battle royal will determine where they sit in the tournament bracket. So if you're the first 2 eliminated, you fight in the first round. If you're the third person eliminated, you fight in the second round against the winner of the first round. The fourth one fights the winner of the second round and the third round, and so on and so on. So pretty much, the longer you survive, the longer you get to wait until you fight to have a chance to move on to the main event of tonight's pay-per-view, which is a championship match against the champion, Kitty. So I'm going to go ahead without further ado and get this thing started. Alright, and we are live. This is our first match. This is the bracket placement match for the Octane Women's Championship Tournament. And entering first from Osaka, Japan, Mika Asami. She competed at High Octane last year, if anybody might remember that one. She didn't have exactly the attire she does now, but she is doing a lot better this year, and she is ready to challenge for that Octane Women's Championship. Should be a very interesting matchup, this 5-woman match. Alright, and on her way to the ring right now is the commissioner of men's competition here in Octane, Betty Macleod. Her and her brother Delvin have split up the duties of running the respective divisions on each show, or on the show, trying to make it fair for both parties. So Delvin does not have control over his destiny, and Betty does not have control over hers. She can't just put herself into a title match. That's actually Delvin's call. And apparently his call was to put the women in a 5-woman match. Betty has been wanting a title shot for a long time, and after her forcing Delvin to face Exodus and reaching out to the CPW higher-ups on that one, Delvin is kind of angry right now. So instead of giving her the title shot that she's been asking for, he put her in this matchup. And this woman right here, Nebula, is the former champion and is a favorite to go all the way. I wouldn't be surprised if she ended up winning this matchup. Right now, going on to that final round of the Contenders tournament. We're going straight to that final match in the Contenders tournament and winning that and facing Kitty in the main event. In fact, if she were to lose this match, I would be completely surprised. Alright. And now, on her way to the ring, Carolyn Ling. She is another one of the Octane upstarts from last year. Wife to an Octane legend, Demolition. He'll be fighting later tonight. And I believe Carolyn said that she would be at ringside with him to make sure he wins his match. It'll be a very interesting matchup later on tonight. But right now we're focused on this match. Carolyn said she would like to be the champion, and she thinks that she could go all the way. So we will see what she can do coming up soon. And then we have one half of the Octane Tag Team Champions, Ramelle Ramirez. Part of the tag team that won the quickest TLC match in the history of the show at High Octane last year. They literally won the match, I believe, in 3 minutes. That was one of the funniest damn matches I've ever seen, actually. Thinking back, watching them win that match in 15 minutes made me laugh. It's like, I can't believe this match is already over. Especially since I had done some dark matches before and they had actually made it all the way. But, I mean, they lasted 15 minutes in a dark match, and then the actual match started and it didn't go very well. And we have some action going on in the ring right now. There's a lot of it. I'll tell you right now that Nebula is working on Carolyn Ling, but so Betty wants to be part of the fun too. Oh, what a kick by Nebula! Betty is quick to put her into a suplex. The referee doesn't even really know where to be. I kind of know how he feels right now. There's so much action going on. And outside of the ring with Mika and Ramelle fighting. And what an elbow by Nebula as she switches her competitor. Oh my goodness. This match is crazy right now. And here we go. Carolyn going after Mika in the middle of the ring. With her knee to the gut. She picks her back up. And she's gonna... Oh, never mind. Mika had other plans. Mika with a crossbody. As she drags Carolyn to the center of the ring. And tries to go for a pin. The ref has to come in. One. It almost looked like Betty was gonna break that up. I thought it was funny how she kind of just faked it out and kept walking. And now Betty and Nebula are working on Ramelle on the outside. What a suplex. And I don't think Nebula is very happy with that. And oh, what a Frankensteiner in the center of the ring from Carolyn. And she's putting that submission on Mika. Are we gonna see the first elimination? No. Mika was able to get out of it. And now she's dangling on the ropes. What is Carolyn gonna do? Oh, that had to hurt. And it looks like these ladies do not want to. None of these ladies want to give up. Oh, we had to put them in the ring. 1, 2, 2.5. Kick out by Carolyn. And drop kick missed by Mika. Carolyn going for the belly to belly. Mika able to counter with a drop kick to the knees. Carolyn face first on the floor and smartly rolls out of the ring. And now Mika focusing her attention on Nebula. As behind her, Ramelle is working on Betty at the moment. We have quite the matchup right now. And Ramelle with another suplex on Nebula. She goes for the pin. 1. Oh, no, not even a 1 count. She obviously felt threatened by Mika. Otherwise, I think she would have gone for the count. Another drop kick to the knees. Come on, ladies, do stuff. Oh! I don't think Carolyn wanted a drop kick to the knees. Oh, and she's got the Kahita clutch in. Can Ramelle get out of this? Yes. Oh! What a swinging neck breaker. 1, 2. Betty is able to kick out. She almost got eliminated. She was almost the first person eliminated in the in the bracket match. The bracket match is setting up the tournament. Oh, Betty with the leg sweep. Nebula rolls out. And now Betty going for a submission, but Carolyn gets out of it. And Carolyn with an armbar in the center of the ring. Will Betty tap out? No. She's able to get out. And there's too much action going on in the ring right now. Betty, don't get too confident. Don't get overconfident. Confidence does not help in these kinds of matchups. Oh, what a single leg drop kick by Betty Macleod in the center of the ring. And Ramelle with the counter. At the same time, Nebula with the Falcon Arrow. I hope it's Falcon Arrow. If it's not, I fail. That's okay though. I need to learn my wrestling moves. Alright. Ramelle with a slam to Betty into a pin. 1, 2, 3, and Betty Macleod is the first eliminated. Nebula feeling it right now as she just slammed Ramelle onto the mat, but now she's in a sleeper hold by Carolyn Ling. Is Nebula going to be the next person to be eliminated? No. She was let out. Oh, wow. Ramelle into a pin. 1, 2. And Nebula able to kick out. If Nebula were to be eliminated now, it would be a huge upset. Thank God she kicked out. And Nebula with a counter to whatever Ramelle had planned. Had her up for a suplex, but Ramelle was able to get out of it. Nebula into a powerbomb in the center of the ring. 1, 2, kick out by Mika. After the roll up from Carolyn, Carolyn into another roll up, but it was in the ropes. Mika was able to get out of it. Into another roll up. 1, 2. Can these two girls do anything other than roll up? Oh, what a pop-up DDT. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nebula just got eliminated. Oh my god. She's gonna be in the first round. The first round match has just been made, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be Betty Macleod versus Nebula. Betty Macleod, the half-show owner, or 50% owner of the company, against Nebula, the current, or the former women's champion. I guess my prediction about her going all the way was wrong. Wow. Oh! And back to the action. Are we gonna see? Oh my goodness. She did literally just knock her out with her booty. Whoa! Belly to belly suplex. And it looks like Ramelle has something planned. Oh, no, she's just trying to... Looks like she's trying to wear down the head of Mika Asami. But Mika with a counter of her own. Into a pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Ramelle. Oh, and a roll up by Ramelle. 1, 2. Mika able to kick out. She's getting really good at kicking out of those roll up pins. Let's see if she... Oh, wow. She escaped from that really quick. And here we go. A pin attempt again by Ramelle. With Carolyn getting in the way. But Ramelle was successful. So Mika Asami will go to the second round and will face the winner of that first round matchup. What a wheel kick by Carolyn Ling. Carolyn into another sleeper. Will Ramelle tap out? It's been a long match. She does. And your winner by way of submission, Carolyn Ling. And now Ling has a shot at those, or Ling now has the best shot at possibly facing the Octane Women's Champion tonight in our main event, as Ling will go to the final round of the #1 Contenders tournament, to that #1 Contenders 2 out of 3 falls match. Yes, that is right. The last round of the tournament is 2 out of 3 falls. We don't know who she'll be facing yet. We'll find out later tonight. Congratulations to Carolyn Ling. And good luck to the other 4 competitors. As we are going into a Cruiserweight ladder match. This match is for a briefcase for that coveted Octane Cruiserweight World Championship. And entering the ring first is Alan the Falcon Robinson. Now the winner of this match can cash in at any point during the season, during the main season of Octane, which will most likely start sometime around, I'm thinking of starting it sometime around April-ish, like early to mid-April. That's probably when I'll start the season. I'll probably be doing streams on Friday nights, or Saturday in the afternoon. I haven't really quite figured it out yet, but as I get closer to when I actually start doing these more regularly, I'll let you guys know. So, Alan is in the ring. You can see the briefcase above his head. For anybody who is just tuning in, this is for the Octane Cruiserweight World Championship briefcase. So the winner of this match gets to cash in for that Cruiserweight Championship at any point here on Octane Live. And entering the ring next is Trevor Bell. This guy's had a bit of an interesting off-season. For one, he grew his hair out. He grew a beard. He got a little crazy and partied a little too much, I think, as he's kind of been a drunk as of late. People in the locker room are kind of wondering what happened to him. I mean, he was such a nice guy when he first came in and started, and now he's always drunk. It'll be interesting to see if he can do anything tonight. Do anything in this matchup. Maybe even sober up. That would be nice. I doubt it. Yeah. Oh, here comes the other alky in the locker room. Arthur Duncan. This guy can drink. I mean, he can drink so much that he decided he wanted to put his favorite beer all over his uniform. Same thing like Bell did. Yo, Feet, what's up? Welcome to the stream, sir. This is a women's tournament. It's a women's tournament, but we just finished the first match of it, actually, which was kind of a bracket. It put everybody in order, kind of, for the tournament. So the technical first round of the tournament will be coming up after this match. So, welcome to the stream, sir. Welcome to the stream. And now this match is for that Cruiserweight World Championship contract. Want to clarify that for anybody just joining the stream? Alright. On his way to the ring now, it's the California Kid. California trained under Bell when he started last year. He is one of Rammelle's trainees. They have very similar movesets, so they know each other's moves. They can guess each other's moves fairly easily, so it should make this match pretty interesting. California has been kind of staying away from Bell though at the moment, and as I mentioned earlier, Bell has kind of an alcohol problem now. So California is trying to stay clean, and he knows that if he does, he has a better chance at actually getting a championship match in the future. And the newcomer. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to someone brand new to the Octane roster this year, fresh out of developmental. He's one of the quickest wrestlers we have on the show, one of the highest flyers, one of the most physical athletes we have. Ladies and gentlemen, 7. Yes, he calls himself 7. I don't know why. He's just decided that that's gonna be his name, and he's gonna roll with it. So let's see what 7 can do in this ladder match. He's got to be pretty good if he's getting a ladder match right off the bat, or getting a potential championship shot right off the bat. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Oh boy. Things are getting interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, one half of the Octane Men's Tag Team Champions, and the man who put Delvin Macleod out with the claw at High Octane, Riku. He has been doing some intense training in the off season. Recently, when the 2019 season was announced, the higher ups at Octane, Delvin and Betty, decided that they wanted to have a classic cruiserweight division this year. So instead of following the old Octane rule that you could be up to 250 pounds or less to be considered a cruiserweight, they changed it back to 205 pounds or less, which is the traditional cruiserweight, a traditional cruiserweight division. Octane wanted to legitimize its cruiserweight division, so they lowered that weight class. Riku, at the end of 2018, weighed in at 235 pounds. The man lost 30 pounds so he could compete in the cruiserweight division and compete for that title. That's how important this title is to these guys. That's how badly they want it. He wanted it bad enough that he lost at least 30 pounds. And the match has begun, ladies and gentlemen. I am sorry I went off on a tangent, but we are focusing on the match now. As Riku goes to town on California Kid, and there is a lot of chaos in the ring at the moment. So I really can't tell you what to watch, like that Hurricanrana from Arthur, and then a clothesline. Arthur is on a roll right now in the center of the ring, throwing European uppercuts, clotheslines, you name it. Here we go. Oh, and a suplex by Arthur Duncan, and now California Kid trying to take control of the ring, attacking Duncan, and a missed dropkick by Riku. But he connected that time. Oh, that looked like it hurt. And 7 with a Franken center. Be careful, 7. The 2 behind you don't care. They'll flatten you in a heartbeat. And 7 throws Trevor over the ropes, but Trevor with the counter. Trevor gets back in the ring and is trying to eliminate 7. But we had a rolling senton behind them from Reiku onto California Kid. And in the front, we have Alan Robinson controlling a matchup against Arthur Duncan. And in the center of the ring, 7 with the Hiranakana and Reiku going for a surfboard type submission. Oh, never mind. Reiku changed his mind and Kid countered with a dropkick. Reiku with an arm drag, picking Kid up, throwing him into the turnbuckle, going for some kicks, but Kid was able to get out of it. And now Kid on the attack. And we have what looks like a fatal 4-way on the outside in this 6-man matchup. Oh my god. For a second I thought Bell was going to go onto the ring apron. And he reversed another one of 7's moves. Wow. I'm actually surprised by that. 7 has been getting the upper hand in dark matches on pretty much all of his opponents. To see him laying flat out like that in a match like this kind of surprises me. Then again, this is his first live broadcast. He could be having some nerves. This is for and just as I say that, he laid out an amazing German suplex and and a moonsault. Aw, man. We were about to see something cool. Come on, Reiku. You can run up the ladder. Oh, no. Run up the ladder. Don't set it up. Run up the ladder. No. Oh, well. I was hoping Reiku would run up the ladder. He decided not to. And Bell is going for the belt. Uh-oh. Bell's going for the belt. Can anybody stop him? His old tag team partner, California Kid, is trying to. Nobody else seems to care. Come on, guys. Someone please stop this man from winning that briefcase. He's a drunk. He does not deserve to be the #1 contender. Please prevent him from doing so. Oh man. Thankfully, they were able to keep Bell from winning that briefcase. I do not think he has earned the right to hold the briefcase as of late. He refuses to go to the gym. He's always drinking. He's usually at the bar after matches. The man does not deserve to be a world champion. Uh-oh. Oh! And it looks like California Kid's attempt to try and win the belt didn't work very well either. And what is Arthur doing in the center of the ring? Oh my goodness, look at that swing. Oh! Arthur took 7 for that big swing and then released him onto the ladder. What a crazy sequence. And now Bell has the ladder. Oh no, not again. Someone please get in the ring and stop this man. Why did you stand him up? That doesn't make any sense, Bell. Come on. Focus on the match, girl. Focus on the match. Not helping. Oh, you got him up so he'd get distracted by your old tag team partner. Ah, I see. You two are secretly working together. Okay, Arthur, you're supposed to be attacking, not watching. There you go. God damn it. Don't let him win. Come on, oh. Come on, guys, stop him. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. The town drunk is my new #1 contender. Well, sort of. Oh, that's the man who gets to cash in. Oh, sorry. Hit the control. That's the man who gets to cash in? Seriously? Well, crud. Here he is, folks, your new #1 contender, the town drunk Trevor Bell. And now we move on to a first round matchup. Betty Macleod versus Nebula. As these transition screens are moving much faster than I can announce. I thought I'd have plenty of time. 5 seconds is enough time? I guess not. Who is running the booth right now? Who's back there? Is it Delvin? Delvin, are you messing with me backstage right now? With all these transitions? Saying, come on, get the show on the road? Is that what you're doing? Anyway, your sister's in the ring right now, so... they expect you not to be messing with the camera for this matchup. Alright, round 1 matchup. Betty Macleod versus Nebula. The winner of this matchup will advance to round 2 and will be facing Carolyn Ling in the round 2 matchup. So the way this tournament works is it's kind of like towers in a way. So we had a 5-person battle royal. These two were the first 2 eliminated from the battle royal, therefore they're starting. And then the next 2 will be in the following rounds of matchups, which is why it's kind of a tower style tournament. So you face fourth and fifth face off first, the winner faces third, the winner faces second, and the winner of that match faces the winner of the battle royal. And then the winner of that match will then go on to face the champion in the match of her choosing. And I believe Kitty has just informed us that the match that she would like to defend her title in is a steel cage match. That's an interesting choice. I think she fears that there is a certain wrestler here who there's a certain wrestler in the tournament that has a tag team partner. I think Kitty is afraid that allowing her to, in the case that she were to move on, having interference is something that Kitty does not want, which I believe is why she chose that steel cage match. Alright, here we go. Betty Macleod, Nebula, 1-on-1. Winner advances. As they are in a tie-up in the corner right now, and the referee does not know what to do. He's trying to separate them. Trying. And they tied up again. No test of strength this time. Reversal by Nebula. Into a submission. Nebula with the knee to the back. And a punch. And then Betty with a counter. Now Betty in control. Nebula with the counter. And Nebula with a float over DDT. Can Betty mount a comeback? Or is Nebula going to control this entire match? It looks like as of right now, Nebula will be in control for a while. And Nebula with a submission on Betty. Is Betty going to tap out? No. She gets out of it. But Nebula is still in control. No, Betty with the counter. into another reverse DDT. How many of those do you have, Betty? Betty with the Russian leg sweep. And a suplex by Betty Macleod. As Betty is staying in control of this matchup. And Nebula with a counter. She is back in control of the match. Taunting Betty now. Looks like it worked because it got Betty in the ring and riled up, so she wasn't thinking, not defending herself. Nebula is now back in control with the stomps to the stomach and a kick to the face. Nebula with an Irish whip into the corner and Betty with a counter. Nebula into her own reverse DDT. Just a 1 count. It's going to take more than that to put Betty Macleod away. She is part of the Mighty Macleods after all. And, oh, a counter by Betty. Betty with some backhands into the corner. But Nebula with the counter this time. Betty with the counter. They're just countering each other over and over and over right now. Betty with a leg sweep into a pin. Only a 1 count. Nebula does not look happy right now. If anything, the former champion is super aggressive. With good reason. I mean, she got eliminated early on in that first matchup. I don't think she's very happy to be in this predicament. Where she is potentially looking at 6 matches on the night if she's gonna go through. Same with Betty. I don't think Betty planned on being in this first match either. Uh-oh. Don't get overconfident, Betty. Because that happens. And Nebula with the power game. Slamming Betty onto the mat. Throwing a kip up and doing her own version of taunting. Do not make this woman mad. Uh-oh. What are you thinking of, Nebula? Looks like Nebula's got a big swing of her own. Oh. And yes, this is. Thank you, audience. This is awesome. Nebula with her finisher. Into a pin. 1, 2. Betty kicks out. And Nebula looks like she's calling for something else right now. It looks like she's got her comeback. And Betty into the corner. What is Nebula gonna do? It looks like... Oh, it looked like Betty had something going, but Nebula countered. The Irish whip into the corner. Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see it? We are! The springboard DDT. She goes for a pin. 1, 2, 3. And Nebula will move on to the next round in the tournament. So now Nebula will be going up against Mika Asami in the next tournament round, in the next tournament matchup. But before that match, she gets to go back and rest up for a few minutes. Because we have one heck of a fight for you coming up next with some other competitors. And I forgot to write down the order. It's all good though. So it'll be interesting to see what Nebula is able to do in the next match. I'm wondering if she'll be too tired to move on. Alright, so this next match is for the Octane Heavyweight Championship. Dugal Macleod is putting his title on the line against Entei of the Legendary Beasts. And here the Beasts are on their way to the ring with two tag team champions Entei and Suicune. I mean, not Entei and Suicune, Reiku and Suicune. Oh my god. Two tag team champions, Reiku and Suicune, with their leader, Entei, on their way to the ring right now. The Beasts have said that they want to have all the titles in Octane. That is their goal. Reiku got close earlier in that ladder match, but did not go all the way. Can Entei prevail against the world champion? We'll have to wait and see. Here we go. The World Heavyweight Champion is on his way to the ring with his brother at his side. Rumor has it that Delvin has wanted to take Dugal to a very dark place. He showed him the way of the demon. And he's trying to help his brother stay the world champion, saying that he wished he would have turned into this demon figure a lot sooner. And here they are, the brothers Macleod. Delvin Macleod and his big brother Dugal, the World Heavyweight Champion of Octane. As they make their way to the ring, this very ominous entrance. It'll be interesting to see what the season holds for these two. Dugal looking forward to staying the World Heavyweight Champion, and Delvin looking forward to, well, Delvin actually has a match outside of Octane where he is defending the title. So he will not be competing tonight. It was by choice. He decided he was not going to compete tonight because he has other obligations. His other obligations to our friends over at CPW. And he is getting ready for a big title fight with American Phoenix. But he decided he would show up here tonight to support his older brother in his world title match. It's kind of hard to believe that these two are brothers based on how much taller than Delvin Dugal actually is. I mean, Dugal's shoulders are taller than Delvin's. Dugal's shoulders are taller than Delvin's head. It's kind of hard to believe that they are brothers, but they are. And right now, in the middle of the ring, you see the challenger, Entei, as he is getting ready for the title fight. The Beasts do have kind of a following in the stands. As you can hear, people are cheering for him. And here is the picture of the champion, Dugal, with his belt. Hoping that this is not the last time that he gets to hold it in front of all these fans. He is also a crowd favorite. It's very interesting. Two crowd favorites going face to face for this title. This is Entei's first opportunity at the belt. Dugal won it during the off season. In the off-season universe, as this belt used to be the Intergalactic Heavyweight Championship, it has since been renamed the Octane World Heavyweight Championship. And Entei going for an early submission. But Dugal was able to get out, and Dugal now on the attack. Like I said, the belt was renamed during the off-season, and Dugal did win the belt in the off-season, in an off-season matchup between himself, Zach Adams, and Demolition. And Dugal has held on to the belt ever since. He's defended it a few times, hasn't lost. Came close the last time, and that's when he contacted Delvin, and Delvin told him about the whole power of the demon thing. So now I guess whenever Dugal defends his title, he's going to go full-on demon. So he does not want to lose that belt. If he had it his way, he'd be the Octane World Heavyweight Champion forever. Oh, what a power slam by Entei. As Dugal is back on the attack again and back in control of this match. Dugal going for the pin. One. Entei able to kick out. And Entei with the power slam. Both of these heavyweights have those very, very strong, powerful movesets with strong grapples and slams and all sorts of... What is Delvin doing? Delvin? What in the... What? Okay, one, what's going on with your hand? And two, why did you just put a chair in the ring? It's like you're almost aiding Entei. You just completely ignored that he was attacking your brother, and you threw a chair in the ring. And I know the ref's distracted and all, but seriously? That's your response? Oh, I'm gonna throw a chair in the ring, but that's a good idea. That's not a good idea. You're gonna get him eliminated. Although, loss by disqualification still allows you to retain the belt. I guess that was a smart choice. And, ref, why are you leaving that chair in the ring? Oh! Dang! What a spine buster. What a spine buster by Dugal. Okay. The ref just threw the chair out of the ring. I think it hit one of the announcers. That's okay. He goes for a pin. 1, 2, and Entei is able to kick out. don't think his two partners are very pleased. What in the world is going on here? These guys are pulling turnbuckles off, they're throwing chairs in the ring. You guys are supposed to be fan favorites. Come on now. Dugal going for a punch, but oh, Entei with the counter and a punch to the face of Dugal. And Entei with a slam. 1, 2, and Dugal's kick out. He does not want to give up that title. What in the... Oh no, ref, you have to stop this. Come on, ref, don't let this happen. Oh. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Come on, someone please stop this. This is not right. Oh! A triple powerbomb off the top rope. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like the ref... Oh, and the ref just ejected Suicune from the match. And his argument with Suicune gave Dugal enough time to recover to kick out of the pin. But I think all it did was piss Entei off. As he just hit Dugal with a flurry of clotheslines, but Dugal with a roll-up 1, 2, and a kick out. Whoa! This match just came alive. And Entei with the European uppercut and the takedown. What is Delvin? Now Delvin's interfering, taking his attention away. Come on, guys, focus on the match. What a counter! I would not expect that from the heavyweight, or from a heavyweight. And oh, an almost suplex. What is? Oh boy, it's over. 1, 2, 3. Dugal Macleod winning the match. Oh, these two, their names are so close together. I don't know how their mother didn't get them confused. Dugal Macleod winning the match. What the pedigree. And what a match it was. Especially with that triple powerbomb. I was not expecting that at all. I still can't believe the ref actually let them do it. But what I did like is that instead of going immediately for the count, he did stop and he did eject at least one of the two who interfered in the match. But ladies and gentlemen, still your champion, still your world heavyweight, or still your Octane heavyweight world champion, Dugal Macleod. As going with this demon gimmick paid off for him. And that is the end of the first part. We're not going anywhere, we're still going. I am just switching over now to part 2. Alright, so the first matchup in part 2 is the round 2 matchup of Nebula versus Mika Asami. And that match is starting right now. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen. She survived the first round, or she survived that round. Well, yeah, she survived the first round of the tournament and has moved on to the second. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Nebula. She is a former Octane Women's Champion. And she wants her title back. So we'll see what she can do. We'll see how much farther she can make it in this tournament. There is a potential that if she were to go all the way to the championship match at the end of the night, she could end up fighting in 6 matches in one night. It's very possible, but at the same time very unlikely, because you have to survive 6 matches. With the 5-man match at the beginning of the show, and getting eliminated early put her in that first round matchup, which was her second match of the night, and now she's in the second round, which is her third match of the night. Now, things aren't easy for Mika either, because getting eliminated third put her in the second round matchup, which means if she goes all the way, she's fighting in 5 matches. 5 matches on the entire night. I mean, regardless, either way, the favor is in the hands of the champion, in the hands of Kitty. She has all the... or she's the lucky one of the group. Alright, here we go. Round 2, start. And they start out with a wrestling takedown by Nebula, and Nebula has Mika against the ropes. What can Mika do with this? The ref had to separate the two of them, but Mika with a counter, and Mika on the attack again. And now Nebula with an arm drag to Mika, as these two are fighting to move on to that third match in the tournament, or the third round, or whatever we want to call it. You can call them matches, you can call them rounds. I'm going to call them rounds because it's a tournament. So the winner of this will move on to the next round and face off against Ramelle Ramirez in round 3 of the Octane Women's Tournament. We have roll up 1. Oh, a kick out by Mika. As Nebula goes for a roll up. Taking a long time with this roll up and trying to wear out Mika. 1. But she took too long, and I think Mika had fun during all that. As she gets Irish whipped into the corner and a reversal. And now it looks like Nebula has Mika up for powerbomb. Sit out powerbomb by Nebula. Mika is in pain right now. Let's see what she can do. She'll be able to do any damage. Oh, that was a nice drop kick. Drop kick to the midsection. As Nebula was able to counter. Nebula going for another sit out powerbomb, but not going for a pin. That's surprising. She's put out many opponents with that powerbomb. And Nebula with her arm drag back in control of the matchup. But not for long, because Mika was able to counter, and Do a snap suplex. And Nebula reverse again. And if you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nebula's third match tonight. And she potentially could be in 3 more. Potentially. She could end up losing to Mika Asami right now. But, oh, what is she doing? This is not preserving yourself for later on in the night. This is not how you keep yourself. Oh my God, coast to coast. That's not how you preserve yourself for later on. Unless you're a woman on a mission. Let's see if this does it. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Nebula is moving on. Nebula is moving on to the 3rd round against Ramelle Ramirez. Oh my goodness. And it's like, I don't know what she's doing when she's backstage during the other matches, but holy moly. I don't know whatever she's on. I want some. So, I mean, that is to be able to have this be your 3rd match and still be going like that and still be able to get up and hit a coast to coast and look like you're not even breaking a sweat is just crazy. That is some crazy endurance. I gotta find out what her fitness plan is. That's just insane. I'm sure she's gotta be tired though. Oh boy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We have a debut matchup for 2 teams right now. The first team entering the ring is Silver and Gold. Now, Silver and Gold are sisters. This is their first live matchup here on Octane. If people are interested in downloading them, just let me know. I would be happy to upload them at some point. Still need to do a second attire for them, but they are fresh out of developmental and ready to go, at least in this matchup. And here are their opponents, Barb and Dixie. Now, Barb and Dixie are unique to Octane because they're a mother-daughter tag team. Barb being Mother Dearest and Dixie being her daughter. Dixie wanted to get into the wrestling business, and Barb has been wrestling in the indie circuit for years. So to have these two here adds a interesting dynamic and makes for a very unique tag team, to say the least. And Barb with the power on Liza Silver. And Liza was able to counter and land some kicks. Silver and Gold have a very athletic background. They were both track and field stars in their own right when they were in high school and college. So they definitely have the athletic base needed to be a very good and dominant tag team. But they're facing off against the powerhouse of the women's division in Barb. I don't call her Barb, but I mean, you could think of it kind of like barbed wire. You don't really want to mess with... you don't want to mess with her, trust me. She can hurt you. She is the powerhouse of this women's division and of the women's tag team division. So getting on her bad side is probably not a good idea, as I think Silver's about to find out. But Silver with the counter, getting out of the corner, and Silver kicking Barb in the back of the head, goes for a tag, and her sister, Ginny Gold, comes in the ring. Now, oh, that was not how you want to attack someone in the corner. And Barb and Dixie Barb gets a tag, and a double shoulder tackle by Barb and Dixie, as Ginny Gold standing by as the victim. And oh, what a face plant. That was just vicious. Oh, Dixie, why do you have to grab people's hair? Huh? What's your problem with this? Why do you grab people's hair? What is wrong with you? This is a wrestling match, not a cat fight. And Dixie tags Barb back in. What are they planning on doing next? Oh, a takedown elbow drop to the back of Gold. But Gold with a counter. And Barb with the counter. What is going to happen next? Barb with... I thought she was going for a pin, but it looks like she's going for a suplex. Oh, man. Barb showing that technical wrestling background that she has. She might not be in as good a shape as she was when she was in her prime, but you still do not want to mess with Barb. And oh, that was a unique double team. And Silver with the breakup, and Dixie, being a blonde, going for a cartwheel kick that missed. Way to go, Dixie. Oh, what a bulldog by Gold. As she was taunting and Dixie with the DDT. I don't even know Dixie knew how to do a DDT. I thought all she knew was hair pulls and slaps, but... oh! What a kick! And a tag is made. Silver's in the ring now. Drop kicks Barb in the corner. And lands a bulldog. But Barb with a counter of her own. And now Silver finds herself in enemy territory. As Barb and Dixie are back in the match. And oh, another double team. And Dixie just taunted the crowd by slapping her ass. What am I gonna do with these two? What am I gonna do with Dixie? She needs to learn how to be a wrestler. Dixie, you're going back to wrestling school. Whether you like it or not. And Silver got out of the way. Hit Dixie with an elbow, and Irish whipped her into their corner. Dixie in enemy territory now, and it looks like she might be. Oh nope, she's gonna go against the ropes. What does Silver have planned? Oh, Apparently nothing, because Dixie was able to counter, and Dixie with a single leg Boston Crab. Dixie, you have to grab both legs for Boston Crab to be effective. Oh man, this girl. Please don't be a typical blonde. Don't tell me I signed a typical blonde. Oh! What a clothesline! What a clothesline by Silver. And Silver with a flurry of kicks. Oh! That kick to the head had to do it. Silver, you need to do something about this now. You gotta stop stretching. Come on. Take control of the match. This is your chance. Why are you letting her make the tag? Oh my goodness. Well, this is why they call it a debut match, folks. Because it's a train wreck. Kind of literally and figuratively a train wreck. These two teams definitely have some work to do on their movesets. They have some work that needs to be done in the ring as well. And the crowd is not happy with this match. As you can hear a chorus of boos. And no Trevor Bell in the background. I did not say booze is an alcohol. What is Dixie doing? Focus on the match, Dixie. Oh, what a DDT. It looks like the crowd is actually getting behind Silver and Gold right now as they mount a comeback. I don't think they're fans of Barb and Dixie currently. And we have a staring contest, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best part of the match. The staring contest. Yes. The staring contest between two opponents. And it looks like Barb won the staring contest. But Silver was able to counter and landed a punch, but oh, I was just about to say she shouldn't get overconfident, but apparently she should, because she was able to land a hit after a taunt, even with Barb rushing her. She hits the dropkick in the corner, but Barb seemed unfazed and went into a belly-to-belly suplex. Barb tagged Dixie back into the match. What can Dixie do? Oh my goodness! There are those slaps I was talking about. Dixie's on a roll right now. And it looks like Silver is back in control. What is she thinking of doing here? Oh! What an arm drag. And Silver going for another one. Oh man. And Dixie with the counter this time. Throwing some punches and some more slaps. But that gave Silver enough time, or taunting gave Silver enough time to get to the corner and tag Gold back in. And Gold teasing Barb by acting like she was throwing Dixie into the corner. Didn't actually happen. And oh, Dixie actually hit a cartwheel kick. Oh no. Not a Bella Buster. Come on, Dixie. There are better role models than that. Oh! What a botched dropkick that was. And Gold taunting right in front of Barb. I'm not sure that was a smart idea. But it's okay. They're learning. The important part is they're learning. Oh, what a stunner. And Silver and Gold win their debut. Win their debut match. Here we go. Here is an example of some good double teaming. There's that botched cartwheel kick from earlier. And we just see some other parts of the match, and it looks like Dixie was just pandering to the crowd at that point. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to Silver and Gold. This is their debut matchup. Their first time on the air. And they did really well for a first time. And now we go to the round 3 matchup. Nebula versus Ramelle Ramirez. This is Nebula's 4th match tonight. 4th match. I can't believe she's still going. I thought she was gonna, for sure she was gonna be eliminated by Mika earlier on in that 2nd round matchup. But now we're in round 3. Nebula versus Ramelle Ramirez. The winner of this fight will move on to round 4, also known as the 4th match, which is against Carolyn Ling, who won the 5-woman battle royal at the start of the show. So we have Nebula and Ramelle Ramirez, one-on-one, right now, here on Octane Live on this special broadcast. And whether you've been here for the entire show, or if you're just dropping by, thank you for tuning in. Seriously guys, I have been kind of excited to do this for a while, and I've been having an itch to actually do a show like this for a little while, so thank you for tuning in and watching. And I wouldn't have started doing any of this without all the guys behind the scenes. Without you guys, I probably never would have made anything or done anything with this. Last year, all I had was Delvin, and this time last year, all I had made was Delvin. And I had no plans on doing any shows or anything. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the tag team champions are entering together. It looks like Ramelle Ramirez brought backup into this matchup. I think she wants to make sure that she moves on. We're going to have to keep an eye on Maria Morales to make sure no funny business happens during this match. And as far as Ramelle goes, I have to hand it to her, that was pretty smart. If you're going to go into a match against a former champion, you may as well bring some backup. And here we go. Ramelle versus Nebula. Round 3 matchup in the tournament. Oh! What a punch, and a punch to the gut by Ramelle. Can she, or will she be able to get the advantage over Nebula? The referee had to separate these two with that test of strength. We go for another test of strength, but Nebula quickly gained control. She has been on a mission tonight. I don't know where she's getting all this energy. she didn't have that much time to recover this time. There was only about 10 minutes between her last match and this one. The fact that she's even able to continue in this tournament is amazing. And the fact that she's able to do so at the level that she's doing it is also amazing. And Nebula and Kitty stole the show at High Octane. They really did. They absolutely stole the show. They had the longest match. I think they had in my opinion, they had the best match on that entire card. So, if she does go all the way, we may be in for a treat in the main event. But Ramelle has a pretty good shot, and she also has some backup with her. She has an insurance policy on the side of the ring that is her tag team partner, Maria Morales. Ramelle and Maria are dominating the tag team division so far, and they were definitely watching those debut matchups because they could be facing either of those two tag teams at any point during the Octane season. And those teams, they have about 6 weeks to get ready for the official start of the season. So it should be interesting. Oh, and Nebula with a springboard DDT. 1, 2. But Ramelle is able to get out. Let's see if Ramelle can survive. It looked like that springboard DDT did a lot of damage, and oh, Nebula was not having that drop kick. She just kind of jumped out of the way and said, "I don't think so." And now she's feeling it. Here we go. Nebula with the spinning kick that misses. She must be getting tired because Ramelle was able to catch it. These two better get back on the ring. They're running out of time. Come on, let's get this fight back in the ring. And here we go, Nebula with the drop kick that misses. And oh, here we go. A hair pull. That's interesting. And now she starts working on the arm, but Nebula able to counter into a Death Valley driver. And Nebula has got her back up for another Death Valley driver. 2 in a row. 1, 2, 2.5. Ramelle is still in this matchup. Nebula is just going for that quick elimination right now. She just wants to finish this match off. Ramelle misses that by a long shot. Nebula with a German suplex. Oh my god. And Nebula's working on the knee of Ramelle now. Nebula goes for a pin. 1, 2. Ramelle able to kick out. And Nebula with a drop kick to the back of the head. What is she gonna do? Ramelle is able to get out of it. Ramelle with a belly-to-belly suplex. And you can just see how tired Nebula is. Struggling to get back to her feet. And Ramelle with another power slam. Into a pin. 1, 2, 2.5 or 2.9. Ramelle almost had that. And Nebula was able to kick out. If I were any of the women in this division right now, I would be afraid if I had a match against Nebula. As she is looking hard to destroy right now. What does she have? Oh my god, she's not gonna do this again. This is the second time tonight she's going for this. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my god! Coast to coast! What? Did she... She just did it a second time! Second time tonight! I think Maria's afraid to go in the ring. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god! Oh my god! Nebula's moving on. Nebula is moving on to the #1 contenders match in round 4 against Carolyn Ling, the 2 out of 3 falls match. I can't believe what we just saw. She actually did it. Nebula is now going to go in the back and get some rest, because now she has she's going into her 5th match. Oh my god. Well, Carolyn Ling, you should have the advantage, but I hope you're ready, because Nebula is in a mood tonight. She really is. She said at the beginning of the night, or before the show, she said before the show that she would get her title back at all costs. And it really, the way she's fighting tonight, really looks like it. We didn't think that she would, but okay, this is our next matchup. We have another two other debuts tonight. First off, Corseaux and her opponent, Nadia Strongarm. And without further ado, that matchup is right now. The following matchup is scheduled for one fall. On her way to the ring, from another dimension, Corseaux. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Corseaux. This is her first match. Well, at least this is her first live match here on Octane. And she, I have to say, was probably one of the funnest competitors I have ever worked on. Her moveset is by far one of my favorite movesets in this entire game, so this should be a really good matchup. And yes, I will break the fourth wall plenty of times throughout this broadcast. Calling it a game, that kind of stuff. This one was another fun one. Ladies and gentlemen, on her way to the ring, from the Netherlands, Nadia Strongarm. And Nadia Strongarm is on her way to the ring right now. And she was around last year. She looked a little different. She went through some updates. Got a new face. Got her moveset updated a little bit. Got an awesome new entrance. And she is a giant. Well, she's not a giant, but she is tall. She has a lot of reach and she is very dangerous. So these two women going against each other should be an interesting matchup. And let's get it started. Nadia landed that first kick, but these two are doing a test of strength. As you can see, Nadia has the size disadvantage in this matchup, and she slaps Jen Corseaux in the face, which made her mad. Goes through a crossbody, and the ref got taken out in the middle of it. This is going to be a fun matchup. And Nadia with the early advantage, as Jen threw a kick that just knocked Nadia off her feet. Oh my god. And Nadia is showing that she has some Cruiserweight credentials by doing that Hurricane, but Jen took control of the match again. These two are just going back and forth right now, and oh, what a clothesline by Nadia. Strongarm to the outside of the ring. Nadia going back to work on Jen. And landing a kick and some punches, and oh, that just looks like it hurts. Jen with a arm drag, but Nadia back in control of the match. Nadia, I guess you could consider an Amazon. She calls herself the Viking Queen. We don't know why exactly. We figure we'll find out more as the season progresses. And as we get into the season, which hasn't started yet. And a stomp to the knee by Jen as she's trying to take control of this match again. This is her debut after all. And Jen goes to the top rope and lands an elbow drop on the back. Oof. Nadia, you might want to see a chiropractor after that. And Jen with another one of those kicks. And she's setting something up. But Nadia not having any of it. Jen rolling through, slamming Nadia on the mat, and working on the leg. But Nadia with a counter. And Nadia showing that she has the power advantage in this matchup. As she just slammed Jen onto the mat with that belly-to-belly suplex. Jen's getting back up, but I don't know if it's a good idea. Oh! What a slam by Nadia. She goes into a pin. 1, 2, 2.5. That power game coming into play right now. As Jen goes for a counter. And oh! Black Mask got countered by Nadia Strongarm. And folks, we have a staring contest again. This is the second staring contest of the night. Shout out to the staring contest. As Jen tried to take control. Nadia regaining control of this matchup as she slams Jen on the mat again. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh no. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall Nadia Strongarm. But I will say that Jen did put up quite a fight. She did not go down easy, and both women in this match landed equal hits. And taking a loss to an Amazon like Nadia isn't actually that bad. It looks like Nadia doesn't want to even pander to the crowd anymore. She was at first. Alright. And we are going into the fourth match of this tournament, the round 4 matchup for the #1 contender spot for that women's title, as Nebula faces Carolyn Ling. The match is starting right now. Now this is Nebula's 5th matchup tonight. So I don't know how much she has left in the tank. If anything, the clear favorite in this matchup is Carolyn Ling, who is semi-fresh, and she's had about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's had about 7 matches between the end of that first match and this one. They had about an hour to recover. While during that hour, Nebula has wrestled for an extra 30 minutes. Only getting about 10 minutes of rest between each match. She might have had a little bit of extra rest before the first match because of that big ladder match, but she's got to be running on fumes right now. And here's her challenger, Carolyn Ling. Carolyn wants that world title really bad. She'll do anything to get it. Sorry for the technical difficulty. Right there. Whoever's in the booth needs to get their act together. But Carolyn really looking forward to having a opportunity at the champion tonight. After seeing her opponent's Nebula, she thinks she has a much better shot because Nebula's been in 3 extra matches. Carolyn just shortly before this match said it should be a piece of cake, a walk in the park. We'll see. As this is the penultimate match before that championship matchup. Oh, what in the heck just happened? They just phased from one corner to the next. Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened. But now we gotta focus back on the matches. Carolyn is working on the arm of Nebula right now. And Nebula, like a woman possessed, counters. And Nebula has taken control of the match again. Carolyn countering. Both women not wanting to let the other have the upper hand. And what a spinning kick by Nebula. And I want to say I don't even know what I call it, to be honest. Right now she's slamming Carolyn's head into the turnbuckle right now. And here we go. Nebula going for a submission. Or not. Nebula going for a pin. 1. Only a 1 count. You gotta do more than that. Gotta do more than that. Especially when you're facing a competitor who is fresher than you are. Oh! Carolyn with the counter. Carolyn with the dropkick. Can Carolyn take control of this matchup? I know she wants to. She very well could. And it looks like Carolyn Ling is back in control. She goes for a pin. 1. Only a 1 count. She is attacking Nebula, but Nebula with the counter. And it looks like Nebula might be the one. Never mind. Okay, counter after counter after counter. We get it, and Nebula putting Carolyn into a submission. Carolyn able to get out. Carolyn going for some kicks right now. And Carolyn hitting her finisher. And can she pin the former champion? 1, 2, no. Nebula able to kick out. I don't know where all this endurance is coming from out of Nebula. I don't know how she's able to stay in this matchup. What an uppercut by Nebula. She throws Carolyn into the corner. Puts her up on the corner. What is Nebula thinking? Oh, here we go. Going for it again. Third time of the night. Coast to coast. Coast to coast by Nebula. And this third one is really messing with her. It took her a long time to get up this time. Here we go. She's going for a pin. 1, 2, 3. And just like all of her other opponents before her, Coast to Coast has put them away. If this is a 2 out of 3 falls match, I probably wouldn't have done that if I were you, Nebula. You could have just ruined the match for yourself by going for that for your first pin. As it looks like Carolyn Ling is trying to capitalize on it. What a kick. What a kick by Ling. Oh, and a miss. And a power slam by Nebula as she is back in control. I don't know what she's running on right now. It's got to be adrenaline. And Carolyn missed the hip toss. And Nebula now finding a second wind. But Carolyn going for a picture-perfect drop kick into a pin. 1, 2. Oh man. We could have had a new #1 contender right there. Here we go. Nebula. Nebula with a buckle bomb. And Carolyn obviously looks like she's in pain. 1, 2. 2.9. Carolyn was able to kick out. We know how dangerous those ropes are in this game. Oh! What a miss on the kick by Carolyn. Oh! Dear God, that was a brutal pile driver. 1, 2, 3, and Nebula moves on. Oh my God. Nebula moves on to the main event of the night for the Octane Women's Championship. She started in the first round bracket match, finished where she'd have to fight in the first round, advanced to the second round match, advanced to the third round match, advanced to this fourth round match, which she has won, and now she is moving on to the championship match in the main event that is after our next match. Wow, what a performance we are seeing by her tonight. She won the 2 out of 3 falls match, and now she's moving on to the steel cage match. And coming up in part 3 is this match: Demolition versus Dominick Voorhees. And this should be a good match. So we move on to part 2. Or part 3, the final part. Only 30 minutes left. Oh crap. Nope, no. Crap! Delvin! What was that? No, everybody ignore that. That didn't happen. You did not see anything. All I saw was a picture of someone. Interesting. Alright, well, let's get on to the match. Delvin. You're fired. Oh wait, I can't fire you? Why can't I fire you? Oh, it's your show. That's right, you're my boss. Damn. Well, Delvin's not fired, but who's running the truck? Anyway, here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, a legend of Octane, Demolition. Along with the loser of the last match, Carolyn Ling. And I am being yelled at by the production truck right now, telling me I was not supposed to call Carolyn Ling the loser of the last match. I'm having fun right now. You screwed up the broadcast. What? No, boss, you screwed up the broadcast. I am arguing with you on air. Because it's fun. Ah, fine, whatever. Alright. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a debut for you tonight. We have a debut for you. Octane would like to thank our friends at CPW and their creator, Mr. Against All Odds, for this awesome team. The Dark Trio: Aaron Dark, Dominick Voorhees, and Carolyn Elgin. Coming into the ring tonight for his debut match against Demolition here on Octane is Dominick Voorhees. And it should be a very interesting match. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dominick Voorhees versus Demolition. Looks like Voorhees is off to a strong start, facing off against the much larger Demolition, and Demolition is has now taken control with a counter. Demolition, the much larger of the two men. But Voorhees is very dangerous. You cannot count him out of any matchup, as he has now taken control of this match. And he is trying to, it looks like, choke Demolition out. But this is not a knockout match. This is an only win by pinfall or submission. So our referee has decided he's going to be a little lenient tonight, as we've seen in past matches, so these two can get away with a little bit more if they would like. As we see that rake to the face, the ref didn't even blink at. He's just letting stuff happen. Come on, ref. Demolition using his power game right now on Dominick Voorhees, trying to take control of the matchup, and he's going to go for an early pin. One, and no. Only a 1 count. Come on, Demolition. It's going to take a lot more to put him out. Demo getting ready for something, but Voorhees with the counter, and Voorhees rolls out of the ring. He's trying to figure out what to do with the larger Demolition, as I think he just insulted Carolyn Ling. That's probably not a smart idea. You don't want to insult Demolition's girl, as it just makes him angrier, as we're seeing right now. Voorhees with the counter gets back in the ring, and wait, there's a chair in the ring. What? Who put the chair in the ring? It must have been your look. Had to have been. Oh, and a spear. That could be all. He goes for the pin. Where's the ref? Demolition getting ready for something right now. Could it be? Oh boy. He's about to demolish Voorhees. Oh! Goes for the pin. Wait. A distraction. A distraction by Aaron Dark. Come on, ref. Focus on the match. You could have pinned him and just let him jump on the rope. I don't know why you had to turn around. Come on, ref. And now Demolition is still in full control of this matchup, with Voorhees with a counter. Might be smaller in stature, but he does have the speed advantage over Demolition. And in a way, the size advantage, because if you take out the legs of the larger Demolition, you have a much better chance at winning the match. But it looks like the power game of Demolition is what's going to be hard to do. Wait a minute, is he going to the top rope? No. Oh my god. Demolition went to the top rope? What? Voorhees with a counter and a takedown into a flurry of fists. And now that he has Demo on the ground, he's removing the turnbuckle. And I don't know what his boss is doing. When did we get a treadmill? Oh! A clap to the face, but... Ooh. It doesn't look like that worked, as Demo just hit Uranagi, but another takedown and flurry of punches by Voorhees as he tries to regain control in this matchup. He's been doing a pretty good job against the much larger Demolition. See what he can do. Okay, shouting at the ref is probably not the smartest thing to do right now. Oh! And Voorhees is still in control. He is now working on the legs of Demolition, trying to weaken the base for the much larger competitor. Oh! What a maneuver. And Voorhees going for the submission, trying to make the big man tap. And Demo just barely fought out of it. Demolition now going for, oh, and Voorhees countered the gorilla press. Voorhees countered the gorilla press. And oh, he just raked Demo in the, or he just raked Demo in the eye. Ref, do something about this. Here we go. Oh, what a power slam. What a power slam. Or no, that was a belly-to-belly suplex. My bad. What a belly-to-belly suplex. What a flurry of punches between these guys. And it looked like Demolition was going for a chokeslam of some sort, but it didn't quite work out. Demolition with more of his power game coming into play. See, he's getting ready for, oh, Dark with a counter. Dark throwing Demolition into the corner so hard that Demolition didn't even stay in the corner. So he just rolled out onto the ground. And what is Elgin doing? Ah, she's throwing Demo back into the ring, making sure that Voorhees can win the match cleanly in the ring. Oh, speaking of cleanly, it looks like she's having a conversation with the former champ right now. They're just having a friendly conversation on the apron. And Voorhees with the upper hand right now. It's not... I don't think Demolition was distracted by that friendly conversation, so... Here we go. Oh, another slam by Demolition. 1, 2... What? Did she just... She just pulled the ref out of the ring. Oh my god. Ref, get back in there. There's a match to call. Uh-oh. What's Dark doing? Okay. He's just returning Demolition back to the ring. Uh-oh. Or he's not in a very good place. Oh! Dominick, you need to get back up. You need to get back up. This is not going to be good. Come on, get up. Oh! Oh, it could be over, folks. 1, 2, and Dominick Voorhees was able to kick out. How is he still going right now? Facing off against the powerhouse of Demolition. Oh! Demo able to get out of the way. It's another Uranagi. And is going for another power move, but Dominick Voorhees was able to counter. And Voorhees removing another turnbuckle pad. And he's got Demolition up. Throws him into the corner. Demo falls forward. Voorhees not able to do anything with it. And Demolition counters. Voorhees with the counter. And we have a bleeder. And Demolition, 1, 2, 2.5. That would have been, that was probably his only chance. Oh! Dominick Voorhees continuing to work on the open wound on Demolition's face. His Demolition is completely busted open. And it looks like Aaron Dark is throwing Demolition back in the ring. And Voorhees goes for another counter. 1, 2. I mean a pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. And Voorhees is yelling at the official again. Probably telling him he needs to count faster. Demolition looks like he's a little angry. He can kind of see blood literally right now. He has Voorhees in a submission. Working on the head of the neck. Voorhees twisting the arm with Demolition. Going for that chokehold. Working on the abdomen. Demolition wrenching the arm again with a tackle. Voorhees was gonna go for something in the corner, but again, too much power. Demolition didn't stay. Oh, and Voorhees still focusing on that open wound. Demolition is completely busted open. This is gonna turn into a bloodbath. Oh my god! He did not! No! No! Oh my god. He won with a low blow. And here it is again, folks. For anybody who missed it, Dominick Voorhees won the... well, Demolition won the match, technically. Because Dominick Voorhees hit a low blow. Wow. Well, it looks like these two have some unfinished business moving into the season. And now here we are, ladies and gentlemen, our final matchup. The final matchup of the night. The show is almost over. We have the Octane Women's Championship on the line. As somebody was playing with those transitions, Delvin. Why are you messing with the truck? Who let you back on the truck? Didn't we agree that you weren't going to be in the production truck? Oh, you're the boss and you can be wherever you want? Oh, alright. Oh, I really can't say anything then. Was it payback for my sarcasm after you screwed up earlier? No? Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. After I got yelled at by my boss, Delvin Macleod, again, for commenting on his crappy work in the production truck. Hey, I was just joking. You can play the match. It's okay. You don't have to pause it every time I make fun of you. I'm sorry, boss. Continue the match. Okay. And like I said, we are back. This is Nebula's 6th match tonight. And she has gone through She has gone through quite the night, actually. We caught up with her in back before this match, and asked her how she felt going into a steel cage match after already wrestling 5 matches. She pretty much commented, you know, I could have hung it out earlier on in that battle royal, but they just caught me off guard, and it pissed me off. And after being eliminated so early in that matchup, I knew I had something to prove. And I know I have more endurance, and I know I'm a better wrestler than any of the women in this ring. That is literally what Nebula told reporters just moments ago before this matchup. So she is still coming in and still has an insane amount of power. An insane amount of power. And here is the champion. The Octane Women's Champion, Kitty. And Kitty we interviewed before the match as well. And she, even though she thinks she has a very good chance of winning the match, she is not going to second guess this opponent. She is not going to second guess Nebula. She said it doesn't matter how many matches she's fought through. I know her. I know that she can go for a long time. And I know what I'm getting myself into. So Kitty is ready for the challenger. Kitty said that she was actually kind of preparing to face Nebula anyway, because she figured that Nebula would most likely be the one to go to that final round of the qualifiers right off the bat. She said she was surprised when she didn't, but she still kind of expected to face off against Nebula in this final. So in this corner we have the former champion Nebula, and in this corner we have the current champion Kitty. These two will face off in a steel cage match for the Octane Women's Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time. And Kitty starts off the match with the Hurricanrana to Nebula. An Irish whip into the ropes. And the two opponents tie up. Nebula with the drop kick. Let's see what she can do. And Nebula with the kick to the head. Kitty with the rollout. Nebula with the kick to the stomach. Nebula with the suplex. She's going to start working on the arm. And it looks like Nebula's trying to go for an easy escape. Trying to get out of the match quickly. It is her 6th match, but she is in there with the champ. And I don't think Kitty's going to let her off that easily, as she does an electric chair drop to the center of the ring. Now Kitty trying to make an escape, knowing that Nebula's injured, knowing that Nebula's been through 6 matches. See, Nebula has lost it. She was just reaching in the air for nothing. But she got her target and just planted Kitty in the center of the ring. Kitty with an uppercut to Nebula. Now Kitty is back in control of this matchup. And Nebula with the counter. Nebula with an arm smash. Nebula back in control. Kitty with the counter. These two are just countering and countering and countering. And what a match we're witnessing. You could consider this, I guess, part 2 of the Kitty and Nebula saga. This is technically the second time these two have faced off in a title match, that first time being at High Octane when they stole the show. And Nebula just planted Kitty onto the floor. And, oh, she went for an elbow drop off the side of the cage. I thought she was going to try and escape. Nebula showing that she is not backing down tonight for anything. She already did 3 coast to coast throughout the night. And now jumping off the side of the cage to deliver that elbow drop. She's just trying to show the world that she is not afraid. Not afraid to take things to another level to obtain a championship, to obtain her championship in her eyes. According to Nebula, she never lost the title. She wasn't too pleased when Kitty decided to rename the title anyway. It was initially the Octane Intergalactic Women's Championship, and Kitty renamed it the Octane Women's World Championship. Nebula at first was not too happy with that name change, and then she decided that she wanted to have the Women's World, the Octane Women's World Championship. Oh my god, another springboard DDT from Nebula. This is the second one we've seen tonight. That move has proved devastating earlier. She actually beat an opponent with it, and she is trying to escape right now. And she very well could. Nebula's at the top of the cage. Can she get out? Oh no. Her foot seems to be stuck on the top of the cage. That tape that she puts on her feet looks like it got caught up on the cage and prevented her from escaping. And now Kitty is pulling her back down. And both women are up on the cage fighting right now. Towards the top. And it looks like both are missing punches. Nebula missed another punch and just had her head rammed into the cage. But, oh man. This is Kitty's chance. Uh-oh. Oh no! Nebula was able to counter. The crowd is going wild. They're sensing something's about to happen. Nebula got to the top. Can she get out? Oh no, she's caught up again. She's caught up again. Can she get loose? She got her foot loose. And it looks like it's mathematical from here. Nebula has won. Oh my god. 6 matches. 6 matches, people. She survived 6 matches in one night to become the Octane Women's Champion. What a champion. What a fighter. Ladies and gentlemen, the Octane Women's World Champion, Nebula. It has been a fun show, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching later. Thank you to pretty much everyone thank you, Odds, for letting me use the Dark Trio. Thank you, Monk, for getting me started in all of this. I mean, and thank you to the rest of the guys at CCM who make all their awesome content. Without you guys, I probably wouldn't have even attempted to do a show like this. And I probably wouldn't even be attempting to do a season like I plan on doing starting in April, by the way. Probably the second week. Sometime around the second week, I'll do the first show of the season. This kind of was a preseason show, so I just wanted to say thank you. And on that note, this show is done.